Wow. Jaws 3D on 4K Blu-ray. Let's talk about it. What is up, everybody? Hope everyone has been having a great day. I have been having a terrible day. Why? Because I had to sit through the 4K Blu-ray of Jaws 3D, and wow, was it bad? I've been hearing a lot of bad things about, about the word of mouth when it came to this transfer. I'm like, it can't be that bad. I can't, right? The worst 4K, the worst instances of AI, this can't be. It's Universal. They've been making some fire 4K content. Jaws is one of my favorite 4Ks of all time. So how can it be that bad? All they gotta do is, I guess, put a 4K scan and do the same effort they put in the first Jaws, right? You think they'd put the same effort in the first Jaws? Are you dumb? Are you kidding me? No, let's get into it. I think I've gone insane while trying to decipher on how this even came to be. Jaws on 4K Blu-ray comes with the 4K and the Blu-ray disc as well as the digital. Filmed on 35mm film with HDR10. Ooh, okay, 2.40 by 1, so you will be getting those black letterbox bars. Audio formats are Dolby Atmos. Okay, interesting. What can I say that already has not been said to the nth degree? At the end of the day, the film looks horrible even without the AI tinkering. The film was originally shot for 3D. This includes ridiculous framing and so much outdated 3D mapping that deteriorated the source material. At first, I was relieved to see some grain. I was like, oh, okay. It was low light scene. I could see some details, and I saw the grain there, so I was like, oh, okay. But it looked a little off, so I kind of chopped it up to being, again, the poor source material, because there's really bad projection mapping and these kind of things, especially for being a film from the early 80s. But when the scenes were filmed in perfect lighting situations, sun beaming down on people, it still looked weird, and I had to pixel peep a little bit when I paused it, and I realized that the grain was processed with some sort of funky AI, and it didn't look like it knew where to focus. It's weird because any simple quality assurance that would have been done on this 4K would have noticed immediately. Like, I'm just a nerd who loves movies, and I still spotted this instantly, the first 10 seconds of the 4K. I am boggled to see why they went this direction, being that those who will purchase this 4K are fans of the IP, the Jaws franchise, or fans of the film itself, because the film itself was critically panned as well as financially panned. You ask most people, and they would be surprised if you told them that they're more than just the one Jaws film. So for the people buying this, it would only be the crazy collectors like me who are, the only ones picking this up. So when AI upscaling has been such a hot topic with many physical media collectors, for Universal to continue down this pathway is sad to see. And it's cranked to 11 with the AI. I know y'all been seeing the screenshots making the rounds all through social media, and I'm not gonna lie, it's worse in person. Usually defenders of AI will say, oh, it's only noticeable when you pause it and you nitpick and you pixel peep. They can't say this here, as it is immediately noticeable. Just deformed gremlins in the background casually standing around. I would be pissed if I was an actor and I was like, oh, yo, kids, I was in Jaws 3D when I was younger, when I was your age. You want to see me? And they look at the background and you're just a deformed monster. Scientifically, our brain has been formed to evolution to immediately point out mutations or sicknesses within people as our defense mechanism. So we know, hey, you kind of look a bit pale, you kind of look a bit gangly. I'm not going to associate with you because you might be sick. And those neurons are popping off throughout the entire movie. What it looks like is that the AI upscaled it to level 10, not even just like a subtle upscaling AI, but to level 10, and then again it did it over the fact, because I've played around with some AI when looking at old posters. I like to upscale sometimes and bring it up to a bigger poster. when you do high, it looks a little weird, but it's still fine. You have to do it like 2 or 3 times on high, which no artist ever does, but it was done here. Like, it looks like 2-3 times on AI high. And then they added artificial grain afterwards, I guess to make it look more filmic, or just to make it, you know, all the AI upscaling less noticeable, but it just makes it look extremely messy. I assume that they only did AI for the background, but there's this scene here in the bar, and like, what the fuck? What happened to her mouth? These companies have gotten so ballsy from how complacent collectors are in the community that they'll just try shit like this and they'll know us pay pigs will just eat up the slop. Enough is enough. The focus is all over the place with focus spots on the person's cheek, but it's gonna be focused here, but it's not focused here, but it's focused here. Like, how does that make sense? The background will be sharper, but there's a buoy right next to the waves and the buoy's out of focus. How does this make sense? My brain almost fried itself trying to focus on the imagery. The AI is so egregious here. Look at the orange juice. Look, what does that say? Can you read what that says? I don't know. Orange juice. And then look at the milk. What does that even say? Pasteurized Hulk? What the fuck is that? Is this a joke? And this happens constantly with signs, with misshapen letters becoming a completely different word. It's so blatant. This feels like a big fuck you to collectors, especially here in Canada, because it doesn't even come with a slipcover. Facial details are non-existent, barely making out that these are even human actors in the first place. A lot of this feels like like an AI search engine. AI, make a Jaws 3 sequel, but make it really shitty and make it look terrible. And that's what you have here. That's the prompt it looks like. There is one scene that looks decent, which I can't show because it's gory, but it'll be blocked. But it does look, you know, as they pan over like a dead body and you see all the little intricate wounds and the state of decay. And you can tell that effort went into creating this model from a talented artist. But besides that, everything is smeary and looks horrible. This is just an embarrassing release that I can already tell you is the worst 4K of 2024. Please, if there is a 4K that is worse that came out this year, I'm going to be sad. Maybe not the worst 4K ever, since I don't think anyone was expecting this to look good in 4K, but god damn! If this continues and it becomes a problem for films that are beloved, I will just give up on the 4K format as a whole if this is what's to be expected from the future. There are some scenes that look nice. The HDR10 can really look nice, especially in scenes on sunset, facial complexion, like people's complexions, they look like humans. The color is fine, but like, god damn, does the AI imagery and the lack of detail really distract you from everything else? And then on the audio, I mean, you know what's weird? The Dolby Atmos is it's actually pretty good. I mean, the channels are well utilized, there's some good bass, it's extremely immersive, especially in aspects being underwater, hearing the bubbling noises and the water pressure sounds from like different channels is fun. But jeez, like, okay, great. But yeah, so image sucks, audio is pretty good, and then bonus features, because we're doing a full 4K review, we're talking about the packaging, the presentation, everything else. Bonus features, there's no bonus features? What a joke. No slipcover, no bonus features, a shitty transfer. Okay, well, but whatever. It's probably like a budget title, right? What? Anyways, that has been today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. More of a rant than a review, but hopefully I got my point across. Anyways, that's been today's video. Let me know down below, have you guys picked up Jaws? Are you gonna get Jaws the Revenge? I'm not even gonna bother picking up Jaws the Revenge at this point. But yeah, that was today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I have been Mason from the Mockbuster YouTube channel. Please have yourself a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning. Whenever you're watching this, please stay safe and God bless. Peace, cheers, and long live physical media. See you guys.